Hello, everybody, and welcome to Penny for Tail. Weave the Tail. That's what I'm trying to say. I am Spence, host of Weaver's Circle, but today I am your Gaymixtrix for Thirsty Sword Lesbians. I'm so excited to introduce to you these wonderful players on either side of me. This is not my entire cast, but these two are new to the channel. First, though, let's go through some housekeeping notes to get started. This is going to be a 0.5 episode. We're doing some community world building, so I want to see your suggestions in chat when I prompt them. Additionally, we have some sponsors to talk about. First of all, we've got Grinding Coffee. If you are a coffee drinker, now I personally am not, but the rest of the Penny for a Tail team is fueled by caffeine and spite. We have a sponsor, Grinding Coffee, and Grinding Coffee is a Black LGBT plus owned coffee business that will keep you awake and hopefully happy with the best roast directly shipped to your door. We have an affiliate link, and you can check that out by using command coffee, that's !coffee, and that'll give you our affiliate link, and you can use Penny for a Tail as a discount code. We are also sponsored by Dice Dungeons. They are a Baltimore-based company that has a passion for beautiful and high-quality gaming accessories for every table. So please make sure to check them out. Use our command DICE, that's !dice, if you are looking to add something special to your RPG accessory hoard. Goodness knows I have a giant one, so I always ogle all of their stuff. Additionally, we are sponsored by my company, Fibermancers for Hire. So this summer, we at Fibermancers for Hire are gifting these adorable little mini weavers. Now, this one is not in the weaver colors. The weaver colors are purple. But at the end of all of our game, we are doing a giveaway of these tiny little guys. Look at them, they're so cute. This one is a little beat up because my cats absolutely adore playing with this one, because if I do like this, they will start to go running for it. Yep. You can't hear it because awesome things. All right, so on our normal games, there are a few ways that you can help influence the story. First of all, we have our tweets and our subs. With our, hang on, let me pull up what my tweet goals are. Because I am prepared. It's a smooth sailing ship. Here we go. So, for our tweets, if you help us out by retweeting our going live tweet 20 times, my players get a boon. If we get to 30 retweets, there is a bane. I get to make people feel feelings. 40, a boon, etc., etc. With subscriptions, we do 5 subscription increments for boons. I'm not going to give anybody a hard time for subscriptions. However, you can also donate. One of the really cool things about our channel is that any donations that are made during our shows get split up among the cast. So we've got, if we do command donate TSL, you are going to see that we have a $5 donation goal of a lucky break, which will grant one player a +1 bonus. You just have to let me know which player is getting that bonus. At $15, we believe in second chances, and so you can grant one player a reroll. A $25 donation will give you a smitten option. Smitten means that each character may choose to gain a string or a thread on a person in the scene. At $50, a $50 donation can give each player a reroll during this game. At $100, they get a heavy love note. So they get a gift from someone special or significant other to aid them. And if you are feeling incredibly generous and give me a $200 bonus, $200 donation for my lovely cast, a femme fatale will appear. That is going to be one of our grand dames of Neon City. So, yes. Oh my goodness. We've already got some gifted subs. Thank you so much, Penny for a Tale. Appreciate you. All right, so those are the different ways that you can participate. All of the commands for our show are listed in the show title, so you can use them. But now, let's go ahead and meet my new cast members. So these two lovely folks on either side of me are new to the Weave the Tale channel. So everybody give them a huge warm welcome. And we're going to start with Meave. Meave, tell us who you are and who you are playing.
So I am Maeve. I am not a usual streamer, but I've been playing RPGs since I was 9, which is a long time. I'm not going to tell you how long. Too long. I work for a nonprofit when I'm not streaming on this lovely channel, and yeah, it's about the total of that. My name in the game, my character is Magwyn, and she is a trickster type. They like to wear a lot of purple, like to wear a lot of black, and like to participate in various sundry trysts with the rest of the ladies in the game, NPCs and otherwise.
Wonderful, exactly. And to my left, right? Left? I don't know. My other player who is here with me, nope, this way, is the wonderful and talented Philippa Jane. Give us an introduction. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Philippa Pip. I am originally from New Zealand, living in Northern Virginia now for like 12 years. I'm a writer. I do steampunk, fantasy, and just recently horror. Got an Aliens book coming out in a couple of months. And
yeah, you do.
I do. There's so much female content, so many great women in that. I can't wait for people to read it. And I have been role-playing since I was in high school, which I was also a while ago. And I am playing Big M, who is a were-leopard beast type, who has big mom energy and is very protective of her friends and may call them her kittens later on. I'm not sure. She's still figuring that one out. But I'm excited.
I'm so excited to have you all here. So this game is Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and before we go any further into world building, let's all give some hype to the creators of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Who they won a Nebula Award last night. Let's get some hype in chat.
Come on.
That's so exciting. So congratulations to everybody at Evil Hat who worked on this game, all of the writers. This is well deserved, and congratulations again on this great award. I hope for many more to come. Okay, that being said, real quick, hey Mitch, can you make sure that the closed captioning is pulled forward on Mimic, please and thank you, because we want anybody to I think that was meant for
Roger.
Pip, but anyway, just make sure that you are you have the closed captioning pulled up front on Mimic. Technical gremlins, we've been dealing with them all week. It's fine. So let me give you a little bit of history about Neon City. So the year is 2199 on a planet that might be Earth, might not be Earth. It's fine. Intergalactic space travel is normal. It's
Intergalactic
it's
Space
not.
Lesbians.
Yes, I mean, there is another setting for that. So we've got people from other planets. We have variations of humans that are human beast hybrids. They can either be born, created, or man-made. And our wonderful Big M is one of the ones that was born that way.
Born this way.
Born perfect and wonderful. And we've got a couple of places to tell you about first. So in Neon City is a huge metropolis. Most of everything that you see is owned by Megacore. Megacore is a great technical behemoth that has their hands in everything from education to medicine to advertising, construction, you name it, they probably do something with it. They have created mile-high skyscrapers and structures. If you've ever listened to the Metamore City or read the Metamore City stories, very similar to that. And so there are different layers of society. The higher up you are, the better income that you have. The lower down you are, well, you're maybe not so well off. And there are a few places that we've already created. We have created Club Nebula. And Club Nebula was named before the Nebula Awards happened. Just putting that out there. But Club Nebula is run by Club Nebula is run by Papa Eclipse. Papa Eclipse is an original character from TikTok. I did get the creators' permission to use their name and their character's likeness in this location, and they did specifically say that they wanted to be the owner of the nightclub. I said great, because I have one. Nice. And every nightclub needs a great bartender, and for that we have another TikTok creator whose character Mina Harker from the Department of Lost Souls group. Mina Harker is our bartender extraordinaire, making the most delectable and out of this world drinks that you can have. We also have, for a location, Clash Cavern. And that is where people can get their blood sport on. Blood sport's not illegal, right? At least not here. Lady Compound. So we have the Clash Cavern. We have a sanctuary, which is going to remain kind of secret until we meet, until we come to it in the game. But Big M has a lovely sanctuary, and I can't wait to describe it to everybody. There is an intergalactic embassy for the dragon speakers, and we have another TikTok creator, Riandrin, whose character is the ambassador there, dealing with dragon-like people. Like, literally, they have scales. And they may or may not have different breath weapons, because I am forever a D&D nerd. We also have space pirates, because you can't have a far future game without space pirates. And so one of the ones that Big M, you have known for a while, is Captain Sky Oline. And we can develop on that a little later. So those are the locations that we have noted right now. So what other locations, my lovely characters, are you interested in building out? We'll start with Magwyn.
I think that there should be some sort of skyward perch that people hang out at. Either, a bar or just a gathering point that is near the top of the dome and can look down on the rest of the city. or,
Ooh.
romantic purposes.
Okay.
Can you see the stars from
Okay.
there? Stars.
Probably.
That would be lovely.
All right, I'm gonna pull up Twitch chat here real quick so that I can see what people are talking about. Let's see. All right. So unfortunately, I can't see a lot of things, but the highlight my message channel point is only 380 points. So if you highlight your message to talk about it, we can. So this sky perch, what's the name of this sky perch? What does everybody call it? So chat, we're gonna throw that to you. What do we call this lovely location? I'm gonna say, for the purposes of the game, it's not the Mile High. It's not part of the Mile High skyscrapers, but it comes up to about half a mile, so it's just above the okay. I can work up the meters, but I have not done imperial to metric conversions in a long time. The Raven's Nest. Okay, I like that. And
Very
I think
gothic. I like the
Magwyn might
goth.
too.
Should be run by someone called
The
Poe.
Raven's Nest. Okay, I like it. NPC. So we have a message for an NPC, Fuzzy Blueberry or Lacey. I feel like Fuzzy Blueberry is going to be a drink at Club Nebula.
Ooh. Nice.
Mina, I know you're in the chat, so make it happen. Fuzzy Blueberry. And then I will have Lacey for an NPC. I feel like Lacey is probably, with relation to the Raven's Nest, Lacey is probably the unofficial curator of art.
Nice.
So they collect both digital art and they also rotate out street artists. So, people who do graffiti art and wall murals on buildings.
Nice.
I feel like they would do that. They would take an image of the art and then send it onward. So I think that's what we're gonna do for
Nice.
that.
I like it.
For Lacey. I've tried to take notes as fast as I can. Okay. So let's see here. I'm not gonna ask you why they called you those things, but you can tell us in the TSL channel on Discord. By the way, we have a Discord and you can participate there as well. Okay, so let's flesh out the Raven's Nest a little more. So clearly we've got a little bit of an art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Pip, what else is at the Raven's Nest?
I feel like there would probably be like different telescopes that you could go and look. You could either look up or down, whichever direction you fancy, for your own amusement. And
okay, I like that. There might be some peeping going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And you could peep up. You could peep up at the rich folk up there,
Or you could go skyward, but you have to point it away from the city. So it's like one of those it's one of those 360 locations where you've got the big old, because the technology hasn't changed very much, except you can now zoom in and zoom out with the giant face telescope thingies, viewfinders.
Nice.
So yeah. and there's so much neon that you have to use extra zooming to get out of the light pollution to see the stars. Right now, really, the only thing that you can see is the moon and some of the brighter stars, but not really, not as much as you would see if you were like out in the middle of Death Valley or something.
Is there just one moon?
Right.
There is just one moon?
I don't know. Is it just one moon? Chat, is it just one moon? I'm going to leave that one up to chat. Okay, what's so we've got the Sky Perch. It's an art gallery. It's a viewing area. Nice romantic get-together location for those who are in the know. Mitchell, make a note of that, or Penny for Tail, make a note of that for later and send it to me or put it in Discord, because that's a lot. Many moons. All right, so we have a call for many moons from Play With Me Pixie. So we have many moons. Here's my dice.
Are they
I'm
moons,
a terrible
though?
GM. I don't have my dice with me. Somebody roll a d6 for me, please.
I got a 5. What did Pip get?
5
All right,
moons.
there are 5 moons.
That's a lot to look at.
Okay, so we have 5 moons. There you go. All right. So next.
Are they all real moons?
Are they all real moons? Ooh, that is a good question. I'm gonna say that 2 of them are space stations.
Ooh.
2 of them are giant intergalactic spaceports. 2.
Nice.
Just think of the magic that's involved with that many moons. I mean, wow, it
moon.
could get wild.
Oh, you know that our nature witches are just like, oh, the moons. I have like 30 seconds when there is not a full moon. Let's go. Okay, so intergalactic spaceports, 3 natural moons. Considering that Jupiter has like 15, it's fine. I actually don't know how many, but I just know it's a lot. Okay.
Jupiter's
Let's bring in another NPC that hangs out at the Raven's Nest. If somebody can, first person to give me an NPC name in Twitch chat, the 3 of us will build out who this person is. You already did one. You already did one, Petty Tail. Let somebody else pick one. Or if my players have one. Mitch, I know you're excited. You can't. I mean, I have some from the book, but I'm like, this is community time. This is community time. And
Yeah.
if you all are new to the channel, we want you to also tell us what you think. Be part of this. Be part of this with us. Pip, give me a name.
Onyx.
Onyx. That was Lilith's original name. Maeve, what does Onyx do for a living?
Onyx is a fixer.
Otter Poet says Jupiter has 79 moons.
Okay, well, 5. I mean,
5 is fine.
5 is.
We're amateurs, I guess.
It just means I don't have to name them all. So Onyx is a fixer. I'm gonna say that Onyx is also a trickster. If we're going
nice
to give her a playbook. give them a playbook. I feel like they're gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels right. There's a broken numbers in this record. Chat is hilarious right now.
Listen, Z, if you could be here, we'd have you talking too. Yes, like Olivia Pope type fixer.
Nice.
So fixer is not a class in TSL officially, but it totally could be, and there are rules for creating your own class.
Nice.
But
Yes,
I
it's a
like
throwback
that as
to other futuristic games I've played.
Yay. Okay, and so Onyx hangs out at the Raven's Nest too sometimes. Okay, let's
Awesome.
figure out another location.
I have one.
Just keep in mind, folks, this is kind of like anime style. You have one. Pip, let's go.
I do have an idea. It's a beauty
go.
parlor for all different kinds of people. So the beasts go there to get their fur like detangled and dematted, because when you get blood in your fur, it's terrible to get out. The dragon kind go there to get go to get their scales polished. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, get their sheds taken off.
It's also the best place to find out what's really happening. Now, in the Undercity, is that what we decided to call it? Was it the?
We decided to call it Old Town.
Old Town.
Old Town. So if you want to know what's happening in Old Town,
you go to the beauty parlor.
You go to the beauty parlor.
All right, chat. So while we are building out the beauty parlor, I would like you all in chat to give me the names of a couple of different aestheticians. Or aestheticians. I say ass because I have troubles with the AE sound.
Hey, that could be a thing.
It could be a thing. They could have a lot of junk in the trunk, and that's what they're
That's right.
there
You need
for.
to after an event, you need to put it all back in.
Yeah.
Little aestheticians. Time.
In
the chair.
Sometimes you gotta bump up the trunk. So for all species, I like it a lot. I think I'm going to name this beauty parlor as I'm gonna call it the Scale in Maine.
Ooh,
nice. I like it. Are there big front windows so that I can just sit out on the street and watch people get coiffed?
Yes, that's part of it. You want to display
people
how
go.
amazing you look.
Well, they also go to be seen.
Mm.
If you want to be seen, you go to the Scale in Maine.
Mm.
You're gonna debut a new look, Scale in Maine.
I think it's run by one of the dragon kind. I just think like an old dragon kind who takes care of everybody, and nobody messes with it because things could happen. You could turn into a marshmallow if you mess with them.
We're going to name that particular owner. We're going to name that owner with a little homage. Their name is going to be Pern.
Nice.
The Dragons of Pern.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
No one's sure how old Pern is. Older than anyone can remember.
Pern is not original to this planet, so no one has ever asked, but they have been here for a while. It's not polite to ask a person's age. You know that, Big M.
No, I would never. I would never.
I feel like the person who deals with people who have more fur than hair I feel like their name is going to be Edmund.
The groomer. You know, when you go to get your, oh, they put you in a bath? Like a,
Ooh.
you've got like a big
Is there a collar involved?
They give you
There
this
could be.
sensuous.
Maybe a gag?
If Big M needs to go for a spa day at the Scale in Maine.
Uh-huh.
And I have ideas for how decadent that's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here.
Magwyn is very excited about this.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Delia Phalanges. Okay, I do like Delia. So Delia is going to be the colorist. And deals with color in a lot of different ways. If you have augmentations, they do programming to make those augmentations different colors, but they also do hair colorations as well, fur colorations, and they are still trying to work on scale pigmentation, but it hasn't been perfected yet. So yeah, I do like Delia. So thank you very much. Who said that? Otter Poet. There we go. Thank you for that. Okay. What is... Okay, they're paint shakers.
Yeah.
That's what they call it when they're mixing. Like they do a little dance, and it's called the paint shaker.
Oh. I saw that on TikTok.
Like they will probably have a theme song.
This young guy had 2 paint cans, and he was like, "It says shake paint," and he's
shake, Sonata, shake.
Some music comes on, and suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, the paint's being shaken."
It's paint shaking time. Awesome. I like the Scale in Maine. I can't wait for people to visit.
A spa day.
And it is, I feel like it's Old Town's best kept secret.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you're not from Old Town, you don't go there.
Well, if you're not from Old Town, you don't know about it. You two may have introduced your 2 friends from Mile High to this place, but you've like told them explicitly, do not tell anybody about this place. Either that, or you haven't told them about it yet, and maybe we just bring them there. Who knows?
That might be fun. Might be fun to see their faces.
Yes.
Get them their first buff.
Yeah. They're like, they'll be like, "Oh, you're taking us to a really dodgy part," and we're like, "Hang in there."
Hang in. Yeah, the front is very unassuming. Like you can see the big window that we were talking about is actually a video feed to the different technicians' chairs. So you don't actually see what's going on inside. You just see a live feed of what's going on.
And Magwyn posted outside.
Yeah.
I love this station.
I mean, it's like I watch the Girl with the Dogs YouTube channel, and I watch them, and I watch her do the grooming and stuff, and her funny commentary. So it's kind of like that, but with humanoid type people.
Getting their claws done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have the beauty parlor. We have the sky perch. Let's see if we can come up with a couple more locations. Shall we?
Do we have anywhere to eat yet?
We have not. So let's come up with. Do we want to say it's a diner or a restaurant?
I'm feeling the diner vibe, personally.
Okay, so we could do some food trucks later on. But let's go with the diner. Hey, chat, what are we calling this diner? We've got a diner. Diner has 1 N, dinner has 2. Got it. Hi,
Can it be a
my brain
ramen
works.
place?
Ooh.
Bang.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we on board with a ramen
Yes.
place?
Yes.
I am totally
yes.
on board with
Yes.
the ramen place. Green noodles. Fucking awesome diner.
Okay.
Now I want ramen.
Chat's slaying me.
Pho and ramen are 2 different things. Pho and ramen
Yes.
are 2 different things. And
I
if you
know
try to say
that.
They're the same thing. No, I'm informing Penny for a Tale.
Oh yes, pho is like a.
Do they
really
serve
good
both,
soup
though?
if you're sick. Yes, they should.
Okay, they could serve both. In which case, we need to call it something else.
Taste of heaven in chat.
Ooh.
Taste of heaven. Okay.
Kind of love it. Yeah.
All right.
Now I just want to see Big M
Here we
slurping
go.
down
Juno's
noodles between pointed teeth, like.
Juno's bowl should be
Well,
one
so
of the the best dishes
Yeah.
in there. Like Juno's bowl has everything.
Ooh.
Juno's bowl has everything.
Yeah. Yeah, chat suggested Juno's bowl as a possible name
Thank you for
a couple
keeping
of
an eye on
lines
chat
after. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
So
Yeah, I love
Juno's
it.
bowl has everything.
They're super entertaining. Noodle Palace. I want the ramen special, please. Exactly. I'd like the pasta truck. Oh, you'll get a pasta truck. It's me
Oh.
playing. There has to be a pasta truck.
Okay, so I do like suds and grubs, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
so I did see that, and I am going to put that somewhere else.
I want to put
Okay, so we've got the so who is the host of this Taste of Heaven noodle and sushi shop? We are not gonna do the send nudes thing just because I think that might be bordering on the TOS stuff. I love it though. I do love it. I just can't.
We need a good name for the person who runs this shindig.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See here. Because if we don't, Uncle Roger is gonna run this joint, and he's popular enough that I don't think I need to ask him. Okay, Uncle Roger is running this thing.
Uncle Roger's the man. Oh.
So, but Uncle Roger is not the cook. He's the host. And
Do we know the cook?
apologize to every. Do we know the cook? Hey, friends, let's make up a cook.
Have you
shall
seen
we?
him?
It might be just a
I
pair of
think
hands
it's
just
a
sliding
her.
noodles.
Okay.
Through a window,
I
yeah.
am going to insert
Like Wilson
one
from
of
Tool
my
Time.
own characters as the cook. So my cook, the name of the cook is gonna be the name of the cook is Monica. And if you have been following the Age of Ashes campaign on Penny for a Tale for a long time, you will remember that Monica feeds people and food is love. So Monica is the chef behind everything, loves everything to do with food, studies it. She is also very small. Might have some
Very small.
It's well, she's a halfling in the Pathfinder, so she's got dwarfism. So small package, big flavor.
Noodles.
And Uncle
Oh,
Roger
we're
will
talking
judge
about noodles,
everybody
sorry.
by what they-
Sorry.
Uncle Roger is going to judge everybody by what they order.
No more
And
noodles for
Monica
you.
will come out with a giant ladle and be like, Roger, let them eat their food in peace. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
There was a restaurant back in Wellington I have to tell you about where a guy, the guy was, I don't know what nationality he was, but he would come out of the kitchen with an axe and he would go, "So, did you like my food?" It was kind of infamous in the 80s. I doubt whether you could get away with it this day and age, but you know.
Amazing.
I think
80s
that
were a
might
wild
be
time,
the most
man.
passive-aggressive thing. That might be the most passive-aggressive thing that Monica will do. I love it. I love it. I'm putting it in there.
Nice.
Somebody said
The girthiest
that Uncle
noodles.
Roger's rival is Jamie Olive Oil. Jamie Olive Oil.
Jamie Olive Oil. Perfect.
I grew up with Italian. I don't know why I'm here in this noodle shop, but I need a job. I'm sorry, Roger. It's not good enough. My accents are going to be both great and terrible. I will be the Galadriel of accents, and all will love me in despair. You're welcome.
I'm looking forward to it. Nothing like a properly butchered accent.
I'm not trying to. All right, so there's a delivery service, and I will say that the delivery service is called Sent Nudes. You're welcome.
Nice.
Because that way it won't come up very often, hopefully.
That's too bad.
We can bring it up in the Discord.
Yeah.
By the
Perfect.
way, if you haven't joined our Discord, somebody do command Discord in chat, and you will have our link to Discord. And thank you all so much for the subs, for the retweets. We really appreciate it. Okay. So let's talk about suds and grubs.
Suds and grubs.
So this was suggested earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
Door crash is the crappy alternative. Oh man. No, I feel like Door Crash is going to be
Perfect.
the town's I feel like Magwyn would know about Door Crash. Door Crash is who sometimes they contact through for demolition jobs.
I know, I'm just thinking someone's delivering you food, but instead of just leaving it at the door, they kick the door in. They're like, "Here's your
there's
noodles!"
nothing saying it can't be both. Kool-Aid incoming.
You're trying to get inside, so you order them some Chinese food. Have Door Crash bring it.
Every single show for Sunday afternoons has had a Kool-Aid Man reference for the last 3 seasons. We should not stop that tradition.
No, we should not.
They would definitely be the main proprietor of Door Crash.
Oh yeah, here's your Chinese food.
Oh yeah, Door Crash.
Sorry about the door.
Delivery. Bye. You can't sue us. You agreed to the terms and conditions.
That's right. There's like a tiny fine print that says, not responsible for any damage to your property.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's part of the terms and conditions that you have to agree to every time you order. But Suds and Grubs, I feel like is going to be a place where you clean all the things. So your laundry, your vehicles, not hover vehicles, but like terrestrial vehicles. and then there's probably a place for food trucks to gather. So like
Ooh,
there's
I
a
like
food
that.
truck
Nice.
area, and then there's a cleaning area.
Nice touch.
I like that.
yeah.
Someone should build one of those. Get on that.
I think they have them on the West Coast. I could be wrong.
Really?
Like one of those
Anybody from the
old
West
school
Coast?
drive-up diners.
Kind of.
Except the parking places are for food trucks, and the inside
Mm-hmm.
is like a laundromat, and there's a car wash out back.
Can you
Yeah.
shower yourself? Like if you're, had a hard
Sure.
night out in the town and you go run yourself through the car wash.
But it's community showers.
It's gonna
Nice.
So it's community showers. So you have to be comfortable being naked with other people. And I mean, Magwyn and I are both service members, so we're used to that. Yeah, kind of like the big trucker stops that have like actual shower locations. They've got the food truck area for proper food. They've got a seating area. They've got a place to do your laundry. So yeah.
That's
And then
kinda cool.
on ribs night, you got people dancing.
Mhm.
Nice.
Well, it's great because you can eat your ribs, make a mess, and then go have a shower.
Wet place in your
It's
space.
perfect.
Shower and eat every.
Why do you need to leave? You don't.
No, I live there.
Don't.
There are some people
Um,
probably that don't leave there.
Ribs so juicy
I
we
feel
hose
like-
you down. That is so perfect.
Yeah, exactly. I'm writing that down. Otter Poet.
We're
since
just
this
seeing
is
Big
your
M
prompt.
like covered in barbecue sauce from like, God, ribs are so good here. And then her fur's like all sticky and clumped together. I do love
Again, Magwyn.
it. I love
It's a
this
great
barbecue.
place to people watch. It's such a great
yeah.
place to people watch.
Yeah.
So then, So I feel like this is right next to the community center that Big M is very familiar with.
Ah. Is that near the
Nice.
sanctuary?
Well, the sanctuary is private to you.
Yeah.
But the community center we talked about. So the community
Mm-hmm.
center is run by Quela Canto. And she is like the big community organizer. So probably worked with a lot of these locations to make them multifunctional, so that people of lower income or no income can still have what they need to survive. So that's like her big, she's got a big heart and a big bust to fit that heart in.
Fall straight into it.
Very much a mama bear type feel.
Yes.
I just figured out why Magwyn does deliveries for them in secret.
So yeah, that's So, and the community center is also very youth oriented, so does a lot of early programming, early coding programs, things like that.
Nice.
And resources. And the upper crust probably knows about this area because they have to come and inspect for grants and blah blah blah. You know.
Right.
So
You think you're
Quela
in
is
love?
probably.
Are you in love with Quela Canto? Because I am. Oh wait.
Well, I think Quela probably, I mean, helped look after Big M. Like, so Big M like looks up to her as a bit of a, you know, maternal figure or a paternal figure. Just, and you know.
I don't have water. I have caffeine right now, but hail hydrate, everybody.
If anyone comes to the community center, Big M is gonna mess them up.
Make sure that they're okay.
Yes.
The shower to hydrate. Oh my gosh. All right. I would like So we've got a beauty salon, we've got a diner, we've got a romantic art gallery, sky gallery type thing. We've got a blood sports arena and a nightclub. I feel like we need some law offices. Let's have some law offices. Law offices.
We planning on getting in trouble? I don't know what you're talking about.
You never know.
Spend any time there.
I'm trying to think of a good anecdote for this.
Do we cheat him in how?
This world, does the air smell like shit?
Where is it? What?
Law office plus dentist? I feel like they could be in the same building where the dentist office is on the bottom floor and the law offices are on the top floor.
Oh, okay.
Thirsty sword lawyers.
We have just created.
Thirsty sword lawyers. Oi.
We have just created Magwyn's least favorite place in the entire game.
Doesn't sound that great.
Law offices / dentist. Sounds horrible.
Are there cops in Neon City down in Old Town, or are we looking after it? We're taking care of ourselves.
A lot of the things that the law offices do is more like contracts for building permits and things like that. As far as enforcement of law, that's done mostly by the three syndicates. So I think the law offices are just to maintain contracts, and stuff like that. So we're not going to use, because this world has to be a full world. You can't just have lesbians in it, you know.
Litigations,
as much
lesbians,
as I
and
love,
law.
I do love my lesbians. I think let's call it loveless litigations and law.
Nice. Nice.
If you really want that alliteration, that is what I will give you.
I love that.
Nice.
I love a good alliteration.
And then who is our dentist? I think the dentist is going to be called Seymour because
you got to have a Seymour.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Dr. Seymour.
It's very important to keep your fangs operational, right? Much as we hate going to them.
Dr. Seymour is married to Aubrey. You know, Ace the Hempful this place. Oh my god. Ace Seymour. Ace Seymour is the doctor's name. And it's called Ace's Helpful Dental Place. Thank you very much, Dr.
Perfect.
I have to type all these notes up afterwards and like organize them. Right now it's my chicken scratch. Doc Seymour, owner of Digging and Dental Discrepancies. No, I like Ace Seymour better. Ace is the place with the helpful mouthwear, folks.
I feel like Big M has like almost an anxiety problem with her fangs. Like every time she bites somebody, she's like, "Oh my god, did they break?
Did I chip something? I don't want to go.
I gotta see Dr. Seymour.
Don't want to see Dr. Seymour. Suddenly Seymour. Sorry. I finally have most of my singing voice back. Ooh.
Yay.
I finally have my singing voice mostly back, so I will probably be singing a lot.
But the husky voice has left.
The husky voice always remains. I just have to tune my voice down just a little bit. I think I've broken Magwyn. It's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we've got that. We need something else that's kind. Oh no! You know what we need? We need a tea shop. We need a tea shop.
Ooh, yes, absolutely, we do. That's brilliant.
A tea and herb shop. Obviously, there's going to be like charged crystals and bare metals and stuff like that. Tea shop, crystals, and conducting metals. Because there is magic in this world. It's just slow magic. And I think that is where Ilix or Eileen from TikTok, because she also gave me permission to
Nice.
to use her name. Ilix runs this shop, does some tarot readings. Oh, Tia Ilix, I like that. So Tia's Tea Shop. I don't like the township, but I do like the Tia's Tea Shop. So it's Tia Ilix. Everybody's favorite auntie. And this is the place for people who are magic curious. We need a library.
Can it be part of the tea
I
shop?
think we need a library. Huh? Oh,
Can it
unless
be
you want to
attached
talk
to
more
the
about
tea
the
shop?
Sure. Library.
Mix the two?
Attached.
Like a community library
Like,
that is...
Originally, it was like a Starbucks, but then it shifted ownership, and then it turned into something really cool.
And people are like, how did you get rid of that large, vast conglomerate? And everyone's like, I don't know. It just magically happened one day.
The latte machine
Nobody
just kept
knows.
setting
They just
fire. We don't know what happened.
That's right. That's right. Just kept catching fire. So people had to leave because it just kept catching fire. That's the problem.
Okay, who's our docent or our head librarian?
It should be...
I would. What do you think? What's your ball picking?
I don't know. My brain is working on an item. There's sort of
You were gonna say, Pip?
a gender fluid person.
Yes, like a young
That's sort
person,
of-
because everybody says librarians are old and all of that. I mixed it with librarians in New Zealand. They were all very young, passionate, tattooed people who were fantastic. So I would say like a young person.
Okay. So we're gonna name this young tattooed librarian as Jasper.
Ooh.
And so basically what if we're like very lightly prescribing character books to it or playbooks to it, the owner of the tea shop is the nature witch, and Jasper is the spooky witch.
Nice.
So Jasper, very goth vibes, and Ilix, Tia Ilix, light goth, but more like plant goth. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So light flowy clothes, but smoky eye and everything, which is kind of how Ilix looks anyway. So, yes. All the creepy kids go to the library and freak out all the old people, but the old people go there because there's research to be had there. And
The tea is excellent, you know.
The tea is excellent.
And much less flammable than the coffee.
It's true. Just don't order the assassin's teapot unless you mean it. Because, okay, so I was doing some research for a book that never happened. it was going to be the sequel to the Stonebriar Case Files book that I wrote, and I found I found documentation of a specific teapot that had 2 vessels in it. One had tea and one had poison. And so when you poured from the teapot, you put your thumb over the one that you didn't want to pour, over the hole that you didn't want it to pour, so that you could pour either tea or poison. It's a really cool design.
I like that. If the person's annoying you, you're like, oh.
Let me just give you some belladonna. Go to sleep.
That's right. It'll calm you right down.
Or some laxatives or something like that.
A little pennyroyal for the kids.
Oh, puppy. It's okay. It's okay. I'll only keep your mama for a little bit longer. Yeah, the tea containers are really cool. I find that very cool, and we may or may not have use for that at a later point. I think the 2 of you would have heard of it but never used it. Okay, so let's come up with one more location, then we're gonna call it for this 0.5 world building thing. So yes, belladonna in small amounts can help you sleep. In large amounts it can kill you. So
permanent sleep.
Yeah. So a public park. Okay. Ooh. We did talk a little bit about this. So we're gonna lean into Big M here. So there is a public park that is a public park / garden. And it's one of the few protected green places in Neon City. So let's come up with a couple people who hang out in the public park. They can be ne'er-do-wells. They can be people who pick up litter. They could be people who teach gardening classes.
Old Ambrose.
Ooh.
Okay, Old Ambrose.
He's sort of a local celebrity. He lives somewhere in the park, but nobody can figure out where.
Okay. What is Old Ambrose famous for?
Having useful things. He seems to manifest whatever people need most, but maybe don't realize they need most.
Like that. I do like that idea, a technicality of a sentient robot lantern. I'm going to adapt that a little bit, and this is going to be one of the first AIs that escaped and is now a kind of a protector of this place.
Ooh, I love Otter Poet's idea too. Those are both fantastic.
So okay, let me look at Arlo. Hestia Jones does portraits for people that unconsciously. Ooh, I like that. Okay, Hestia Jones.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Psychic portraits. I like that a lot.
Shakers.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's great. What is one of the... Okay, this is for your characters. Big M, where is your favorite spot in the public park / garden?
There are some really old, like oak trees that I like to literally hang out in, like climb up and hang out in the tree, just like
Nice.
it's very peaceful. And if I see some people that are behaving badly, I can just kind of drop down and give them a fright. It's funny.
I immediately am thinking of Eddie Izzard's thing about squirrel. How when she was a kid, she had a makeup stash that she hid up a tree in a squirrel hole.
Yeah.
And so, then when she went up there, the squirrel was trying to put on makeup. That was a great sketch.
Did I leave the stove on?
Exactly. Magwyn, what's your favorite part of the park?
There's a park
And
bench.
chat, real quick.
Go ahead.
For the chat, I want you to name our park. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, yeah. So there's a park bench that has a lamppost next to it that I like to hang out on that is dedicated to someone. But I want chat to figure out who it's dedicated to. And they are somebody that I knew.
Okay.
So I stand sort of crouched on the back of it a lot. And think
Okay.
broody thoughts.
All right. What if we called Tom Learer's Memorial Bird Park? I don't know. I don't get the reference, but I do like the thought. So
You are amazing,
I'll have to
Penny
go
for
look
a
it up.
Tale.
Penny for a Tale is also our technician right now, so yes, Penny for a Tale is awesome. So we're gonna call it Lurers or Learers. No, Lurers. I don't know.
Learers has implications.
I know, right?
I mean, there might be some leering going on. But
I'm dropping the Tom for reasons. Both of you know the reasons that I am dropping the Tom part, but Lurers Memorial, what is it? Bird Park, yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Magwyn really likes to watch birds.
Oh, yes, she does.
And what sound does Big M make while watching the birds? Yay! My cats are starting to make that sound too.
I love that sound.
To figure out where they are. Okay. I think I am going to say who your someone is that your bench is dedicated to. So I will let you know when we visit it.
Oh no.
Hey, it may not come up. We never know.
We're gonna go to the park.
Big M will make sure of it.
Yeah.
Just want to make that noise.
So many reasons.
Oh,
so many
y'all,
reasons.
this helps me out so much, and I love how customized this is to us and to our group. I will probably check in with our mega core people to give some special emotional damage is the show. Oh wait, that's emotional drive. Never mind. Yes, emotional damage in all of our shows. Emotional damage.
Welcome.
Welcome. I will break your hearts and then mend them once again. Ooh, I'm going to say that for my intros from now on. Cool. Anything else? I want to give the chat one more minute to give me any more prompts for our old town, but I feel like old town is fleshing out very nice. Oh, you know what we need? We need a mechanic shop, especially for those in our parties who are mechanically inclined, but also for, like sharpening blades.
Very true.
So, because I have not gotten permission to use Mercury Stardust, and since I don't have that permission, I can't call upon her.
Bolts and blades.
Okay, bolts and blades, got it. I like it.
Nice.
So at bolts and blades, I want to have 2 people who work at bolts and blades. One who specifically works on bolts and one who specifically works on blades. So, who works on blades? Who is our blacksmith?
I think we should play against type. What does Chad have for an against type blacksmith?
Tanama Roughhide. Yes, please.
Yep.
I'm here for it. I can already see this person in my head just from the name alone. All right, and how about our mechanic? You need a place that is known as a good place to ditch or provide alibis to the fuzz for those from those in the know. I did actually know that. I know like 4 words in Taiano from the books that I've been working on lately, like QCing and editing. So
nice.
And one of the characters, their nickname was Tanama.
Nice.
It was lovely. Okay. So this is our blacksmith. And so we need a mechanic. I feel like our mechanic is going to be Mr. Smith, because Mr. Smith is not in this yet and needs to be. Okay. Cool. I think that's everything. As far as a place to ditch things or provide an alibi, I think that's something that the crew might know. We have one person especially who might be very involved in that area. Archival Dust Bunny. So we will wait until they are here. So thanks everybody so much for joining us for this world building session. Next week at 3 p.m. Eastern, we will be back here to play our first game with the whole crew, provided everybody is healthy and well, and nobody has power issues because of weather. We will be here. So before I do my outro, I want to give my lovely cast members an opportunity to plug where they can be found and what they are doing, if anything. So let's start with Maeve.
I can be found almost everywhere at Maeve the Mad, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And I write, and I stress about work, and and I play role-playing games.
Yay! And this is your first ever streamed role-playing game?
Yay!
Yep.
Okay, can we get some hype in chat? Can we get some hype in chat for first time streamed RPG for Maeve the Mad? Because, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. I have that capability. Let's hype it. Okay, awesome. And can you tell us about your nonprofit?
So I work for Shalom House in Portland, Maine. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I work for Shalom House. It's a nonprofit in Portland, Maine that houses mentally ill folks.
Yes.
So can people look up more about Shalom House and how they can help support that? We will get that information. We'll put it in the Discord, Thirsty Sword Lesbians Discord channel. So make sure you check us out on Discord. All right, Big M, Pip, where can we find you and what you do?
You can find me at pjballantyne.com, which has got stuff about my books, steampunk, fantasy, and horror. And I'm on Instagram and Philippa Jane on Twitter, because I had Twitter so long I didn't brand myself properly, but yeah, never mind.
And you do some streaming on the Twitch on Fridays, don't you?
I do Philippa's Freaky Friday on Fridays. Usually I was streaming Aliens Fireteam Elite because I wrote a book set in the Aliens universe and it was great. And then I'm looking, forward to Ghost of Tsushima was my favorite game to play.
Yep.
So.
And that's over on the T Monsters channel. So,
that's yes. I don't have a full-time Twitch. I steal his his one.
Yeah, she hijacks T's channel, and it's fine. It's great. Everybody shows up for Twitch Mom. And I am Spence. You can find me at Resonant Moon most places. I stream crocheting on my own channel. I have a TikTok where I do a lot more stuff, including promotional items for this game. I've so far created an AI pop star, and we're probably going to do more with that. So keep an eye out for that. So on TikTok, I am spence.resonant.moon. For the rest, so this is the last show of premiere week. So for the rest of the week, if you would like to watch some amazing role-playing games, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have The Lost Druid, which is a D&D campaign using the Alchemy virtual tabletop system. On Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Autumn of the Fireflies, which is a Crucible game. Saturdays at 6 p.m. we have Emotional Drive, a necrobiotic game, and every other Thursday starting in June we will have the return of Into the Stormlands, a Pathfinder 2e game. That's Thursdays 8:30 p.m. every other Thursday. And of course you can come right back here at 3 p.m. on Sundays for more Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Make sure you bring your water bottle because you're gonna need it. So, until next time, I won't break your heart anymore. I'm just going to say farewell, we love you, and don't worry, we're going to roll some dice soon. Sure. See you later, everybody! Mitchell, take us out!
Shut her up.
Get it off! I'm just gonna sit here and wave. Don't keep waving.
Mitchell fell asleep.
Keep waving. You pressed the button. Let's go. You did not press the button, damn it.
Oh no.
Oh, you know what? Are we rating anybody? Are we gonna rate anybody?
Ooh. Do we want to raid?
Let's see. Who are we gonna raid? Let's go ahead and raid. You know what? Lost Caravan RPGs is streaming right now. Let's go ahead and give them a raid. Tell them that Weavers sent you. We love you all so much. Caravan. No spaces, Spence. All right. Thanks again, everybody. We will see you all next week. For real now. Take care. 3, 2, 1. We raiding.